Hey everybody, welcome bienvenue to Cloud and Console episode 72. We're coming at you February 5th, 2023. All right, welcome to Cloud and Console podcast, where we explore gaming culture in Canada. Join us as we delve into the latest games, trends, and events happening in the game community. From coast to coast, we'll bring you the stories and the conversations that deep dive into topics that involve games, developers, and industry leaders. So grab your controller, grab a drink, and let's get ready to game on. I'm joined, as always, by my super co-host, leveling up the podcast, as always, Nads614. How are you doing? How was your weekend?
Awesome, I'm doing great. Also, I like the intro you gave there. I don't know, is it AI created like the last time or not?
This one is AI slash I edited somewhat.
That's awesome. No, yeah, I'm doing great. What you been up to?
I'm doing well. Is there... Okay, yeah, you were able... Oh my gosh, you read my mind.
Yeah, I
I
was
had a
like, oh,
busy
it's a chat.
weekend. Let's say what up to... Oh my gosh, is the chat not working again for studio? Okay.
Well, wait, if someone put something, because we just put the chat overlay just now.
Yeah, let me say what up to the people in chat. We got
Yeah.
N7 coming in first. What up, Simpleton? Purple Haze was just gaming before us. Thanks for sending people on over. Appreciate that. Cami28 waving in. Hello. Hope all is well with you and yours. Bliss, what's going on? Okay, I'm starting to see it now. Rudix always has the energy going on. Oh yeah, I'm drinking straight water, guys. Water keeps you
energetic.
energetic. We got Sanchez Gaming, MTZ in the house. One time we'll have to ask him what MTZ stands for. And yeah, without further ado, let's get in. So my weekend was pretty awesome. I was at the hockey game with my pops. I went to go see, get this, Laval, of all people, so the Quebecois versus the Toronto Marlies. And the Toronto Marlies came out on top. Just saying.
Oh, there you go.
It was a lot of fun, really exciting. I got to sit up close because, you know, when you go down to those minor leagues, they're not as busy. And yeah, I had a great time with my pops, but it happened to be the coldest day ever in history. Well, of like 3 years. I exaggerate. Minus 22. Oh my gosh, we were just absolutely freezing our butts off when we went outside.
Yeah, it was cold. It was pretty cold. I know on Friday I had to go help Sarah get unstuck because she decided to go somewhere. There was not that much snow, but the snow was so hard because it's so cold that the car got jacked up on it. So I was digging and my end were freezing. I'm like, oh, yeah. So that's yeah, it was pretty cold. And also you went to play some bingo, right, on Saturday?
Bingo!
A special kind of bingo.
Yes, and Bliss, to answer your question, there was no fights in the hockey. There was maybe like 3 penalties, but no major fights. The ref sort of broke up, you know, a gathering at one point, but nothing I'd describe as a fight. So, yeah, you'd think you'd see a lot more of that in the minor leagues, but no, we didn't see that. But yes, fast forward to Saturday night, the wife and I got out to bingo, and as you know, in Canada, from listeners outside of Canada, cannabis is legal. So you're able to smoke and play these games, and it happened to be bingo. There was 6 games, and there was a bunch of people there, and Hannah and I had the least amount of cards. We split 3 cards, where other people had like rows and rows of cards. They're like, oh my gosh, strategize. We won 2 of 6 games. Absolutely amazing. And the last one was the grand prize. There was a row of candy, chips, pop, stuff, and I don't even eat that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Here, I have something right here I wanted to show. Look at this.
Oh
this
my
is
god, is it
Pokemon noodles? But I'm a vegetarian, so it's like, I don't even know what's in this.
That's
It's not
funny.
English. So
I
what am I?
use your phone and use Google Translate with
Oh
the
yeah.
camera, and it's gonna read it to you.
I don't know if I want to eat this though. Like, is this even food? There's like Pikachu's on top. Like, is there
Yeah.
Pikachu's on top? I don't know.
Yeah. It's electrifying.
Yeah. But yeah, we have that going on. We had a lot of fun there. So
That's
much candy and
awesome.
stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't do much this weekend. I stay home, play some Destiny to catch up in Iron Banner because we had Iron Banner going on this week. And I'm like that close to get my Iron Banner, Iron Lord gilded. I just need one more game to win, and I probably can get it easily. And then I play some. We did the dungeon together, and the one that you had difficulty to climb up and do the jumping puzzle. That was quite funny. I had a lot of fun with that. And then I played some Steam VR. So I played some Skyrim VR again. I love this game, but I had some issue with it. So my game
Oh,
would keep crashing because I install so many mods, and it's always the case. You install
yeah.
mods to make the game look better, and it crashed. And then I figure out what was the issue. Just like some mod, like you need to load them in certain order so that they work.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, because like some overlap others. So like I play around with that, and now everything is fixed. Everything is working. So I play a little bit of that, continuing my storyline, and become a thief in the Thief Guild. So yeah, again, I have to do a lot of sneaking, and I put it the settings so when I sneak, I need to crouch, actually, like
Right.
bend my knees, and it's like, oh, it's sore.
Get some
So,
exercise.
yeah, exactly. So, so a lot of Iron Banner for sure in Destiny 2, and and that's pretty much it. What I play. I play some Raid Shadow Legend on my phone. That's usual. I got into that game and I'm playing a lot, so it's crazy. But what about yourself? What did you play?
Well, Monday night, I got up to I jumped into actually Obi Rose Kenobi's stream, and I got into some of his Monday night fight night. So I never played the game Dragon Ball Z Fighter before in my life. Jumped in, I got a training session by one of the guys. Then I fought somebody else who was new that night. I beat them. And then I went on to
Nice.
fight Obi, and it was his night on that night. And let's just say if you want to find out what happened, stay tuned for later because I have the clip. So
Nice.
it was a nail biter. It was a nail biter, but we'll see in the end. Then we
That's
move on
awesome.
to Tuesday, where we got up to some Iron Banner farming as well as running through the dungeon once I realized I couldn't get in to Steam Crucible. But I did do a test. And
Yeah.
what I found out was that the PlayStation 5 lobbies are so much easier.
Oh
So much
yeah.
easier. Okay? I wanted to even play this up front, okay? This is me in a PlayStation 5 Crucible lobby in Iron Banner.
Let's see.
That never would have happened on Steam. Never would have happened on Steam. That
Yeah.
was so much. And the whole thing was like that. I was telling Bliss, I'm on top right now. I'm mowing down everything. This is so much easier. Oh my gosh.
Be-
I'm
Probably
sticking to
because you're
PS5 for
playing.
Crucible.
Probably because you're playing with other gamer that play on controller, right? So like
Yeah.
you're all equal in that sense. I thought I was pretty sure there was like some settings into the on Steam on Destiny 2 to set it up so you're on controller. So yeah, that's awesome. I saw
Yeah.
you were using the Wither Horde too. Like no wonder you're on top using the Wither Horde.
At this point, I'm scraping and clawing. When we were playing on Steam, you saw me during
Oh
the
jeez.
stream pull out the Jotun.
Yeah.
Dorgon was even making comments. He's like, "Oh, you joined the dark side, I see." Like, yep, I
Yeah,
had
that's
to.
funny.
I had to. So yeah, I had a lot of fun there. And then on Friday we had the triplets, or sorry, the Rudiglets, as they are called by Certified Doc. We got up to some Fortnite, their Sweet
Yeah.
16. So we had a lot of fun there. We actually went out to dinner beforehand, had unlimited sushi, so my stomach was real full. But we
Yeah.
got some victory royales and some laughs along the way. And then for the rest of the week, I kind of got into some Ghost of Tsushima, trying that out for the first time, trying to see how I feel with it, whether or not I'm going to progress through the story. And right now, I'm like going through my second playthrough on Sekiro, is what I ended up doing and deciding
Okay.
to do.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you're
it's
playing on Sekiro, playing Sekiro on what? On Steam? On GFN?
PlayStation 5.
PlayStation? Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
because if it had it on GFN and I could see it on a 4080, I would definitely jump into that.
Mhm.
However, I don't believe From Software and GFN have made that handshake yet. But I'm
Yeah.
sure it's only a matter of time. Sure,
Hmm.
it's only a matter of time. I just love the swordplay in that. As well as I'm playing Returnal.
Hmm.
Dorgon and I actually got up to a pretty big play session earlier today, and we were trying to get past the Crimson Wasteland, this boss called Ion, and incredibly difficult, but we were able to go into co-op. Actually, Bliss and I were playing some co-op as
Hmm.
well. Great experience, great PlayStation 5 experience, coming to PC gamers February 14th. So if your computer can handle it, 32 gigs.
Oh,
They're
jeez.
they're suggesting of RAM for this game,
Yeah.
and it takes it. It shoots. It's like bullet hell mixed with random generation simulation and just intense graphics and all these different biomes. You move from a forest to a desert. Really great experience. All these PC players, I'm sure they're looking forward to it. It's got really great reception.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and then Last of Us. I played Last of Us on Monday, I believe. So I was getting into more of the story, following along the show. So that's been a lot of fun as well. Oh my gosh, I need to stop gaming. Well, I'm going away, dude. We gotta talk. But I'm going away this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll be and next Sunday is the Super Bowl, so I'm sure a lot of people may be tuning into the Bowl of Super. Uh,
And yeah, I'll be away also next week. So
oh, see, Nads
yeah.
will be doing his thing. I will be doing
Uh,
my thing. So this is a little bit of homework here. The Cloud&Console is taking a break, but we'll be back. Don't worry. Stay tuned to
yeah.
our socials at Cloud&Console. We always like to post our streams ahead of time, so be sure to catch us, and we'll have lots of update on our gaming stuff. But we're getting into what's going on this week.
Yeah.
So would you like to jump into some Destiny 2 highlights?
Yes, let's jump into some Destiny 2 highlight. I'll play a little video in the background just to show what's happening here. We have I'll lower that volume because it's so loud. All right, so we got a new video of Destiny 2 that came out this week. I'll let that play in the back. Pretty interesting. Yeah, so what we have this week at like on the for Destiny 2, sorry. So Wizard is currently in EDZ. If you're interested, he has like some good love for the Warlock, total 66. Titan has a nice chest piece, 62, but very well distributed. Also, the Hunter's loves have like a 61 total and very well distributed within mobility, recovery, and intellect. So just go check it out. That's very good. So like I mentioned, we had Iron Banner. This is the last week of Iron Banner. So if you haven't got this seal or haven't got anything you want out of it, like make sure you farm until Tuesday. And that being said, we have 23 days left before Lightfall drops. So it's on the 28th. So a lot is gonna happen. We have another activity, a community activities coming up. I think something new is coming up for sure. We just don't know what exactly. So we'll have to see what's happening. Hopefully, we're gonna get some news. That being said, I released the video of the TWAB on this weekend. So have a look. I go over the TWAB, the optics, and also the weapon tuning coming to Lightfall. So a lot of information, a lot of nice stuff coming on. So that would be great. So the other thing I want to mention there. So last yeah, so I mentioned about the outfix, new weapon tuning for Lightfall. Some detail I have in there was like this new video. I go over like some of the weapon they show there, a lot of new exotic, pretty amazing. I'm quite excited for the machine gun. The machine gun is going to be a void machine gun, so quite interesting. It's going to do suppression and volatile after 4 rounds, so that's going to be pretty amazing. Also, we have some new other exotic, you can see right now the Hunter has this overshield, that's like it's going to reduce the flinch, so that's going to be with the strand. Some of the meta is going to be changing for tuning, so the tuning they're looking for is like removing the linear fusion rifle to be not all the go-to for boss fights. So probably grenade launcher is going to come back because again boost buff the grenade launcher, maybe rocket, or even maybe machine gun. So we don't know yet. We'll have to see. Other than that, like some of the issue they had the previous week, the hotfix being bug, like the blue, now they're gone for real, the blues. So if you pass a soft cap, you shouldn't get any more blues. So we shouldn't see that anymore, which is great. The other thing we have here, some free emblem for Nightfall, some code. That's going to be available. It's available right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the screen for this thing. Windows. All right, if you see here, there's like a few code available. Oh, I'm going to close that ads. I don't know how to close this ad, so that's not good. All right, if you look here, there's like 5, there's a total of 5 emblems. It's going to be available for free, but there's currently 4 that's showing. So if you want to go and check it out, I can post it on in the description of the video. So we have 4 emblems. They're available for free. You can capture them. And then, yeah, I'll post it here in the chat. Just a quick copy and paste. So if you're interested, go have a look. We don't know how they're gonna look. I don't know if it's available already. I know I claimed mine, but we'll have to see what happened with that. Other news too, we had like the 40 hours contest mode drama. So Bungie announced on Twitter that the contest mode is starting on the 10th of March. It's going to be lasting 48 hours. So that being said, it started on the Friday, and then it's going to be going on until the Saturday, I guess. So but like it's like 9 p.m. EST, PST, sorry, 9 a.m. AST. Yeah, PST. I'm repeating myself. So there we go. 9 a.m. PST. It's going to be going for 48 hours. So it's going to be crazy how long it's going to last. People are complaining about it because they're like, oh, it's not going to be fair. Contest mode, it should be only a certain amount of people can I think it's good for us. I think Bungie's trying to make Destiny 2 available for people playing like not that often, like just casual player, make it easier for them. And it's a good idea because a lot of people's gonna be working. I'm personally gonna be working, and like that's basically noon for me, my time. So like it's gonna be good they're putting that. We're not gonna have to like deprive ourselves of sleep and then like just to complete it. So it's gonna give us some time to like plan and just like do it within the 48 hours, which I like pretty much. So that's some other news that we have here. And one last little news I want to bring up about Bungie is that if you don't know or if you don't remember, Bungie sued a cheat software company a while back, and basically some update came with that court filing that the cheat software has been logging sensitive data of active military personnel. Being military myself, it's quite interesting. So because you install those software, they're not necessarily safe for your computer. And the thing is that don't cheat. That's the end result. Don't cheat, and it's gonna be working just perfectly. But as you can see there, like that's what they came up with, is that it caused an issue where like the data is being collected, because I think the cheat software company mentioned that Bungie was collecting data from the players, while like they have the information of like the which call it like the player's account basically, but that's pretty much it. They don't go extract more information. In this case, it looks like they go dig even deeper on the computer. So yeah, quite interesting. Some of the news of Destiny 2 there out there. So yeah, go collect those emblem. They're free, so just go for it. And that's pretty much it for Destiny 2. Yeah. If you want more
Awesome.
detail about what happened in the 12 odd fix, go check out my video I released this weekend.
Awesome. Well, without further, let's hop on over to the news desk.
Sounds good. I'm heading over there. There we go. Here I am.
Nice. I got here. All right, pulling up here. Got my news shirt on, nice and purple today. Let's go with the news. So we're hopping into some GFN stuff to begin with. Do you have the GFN stuff? Were we able to get that going, or?
Yes, I can start with the first video if you want to.
Let's do it to it and talk some games coming out for GFN this week.
Yes. So the first one here we have
City of Opportunity. Welcomes young people of
this game is City of Gangster, right?
Yeah, it gives me like a Mafia 2 sort of vibe. But I guess what we're seeing is more of an art style of still pictures slowly moving. Oh wow, it's like a top-down sort of strategic gameplay.
Yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah. It looks like territorial domains, City of Gangsters, and there we are. So it looks like more of a mobile game if you're interested for that type of situation.
Yeah, I don't know. It's quite interesting, yeah. Like how they show this and then.
Yeah, Vet Cloud Gaming. What's up? Simpleton says my favorite place to take my teenage daughter is to an unlimited sushi joint. Unlimited sushi joint come to Atlanta, maybe. Oh, maybe. I'm up in Toronto though. Not up in Atlanta, although I'm sure it's warmer where you are, Bliss. Dudes, I got GFN Now Ultimate free for 6 months through the AT&T promotion. If you have AT&T wireless or AT&T gig internet, you can get it. Well, that's for
good.
the Americans. So
Yeah.
we are Canadian up here, and we have a domain between Rogers and Bell. So that's the only two choices you got here. That game is free on Epic, so get it for free and then play it on GFN. Thank you, N7, for providing the clip as well as providing that awesome bit of information. Yeah, grab it on Epic. It looks like a fantastic little mobile game to get into. So
yes,
let's jump into that second clip. You got roaring to go here.
Yeah, so the second game is Season, a Letter to the
PlayStation.
Future. Yes, so it's newly released Steam as well as Epic. Season, a Letter to the Future is a single-player story-driven game that, as you play as a young woman from the secluded village that goes on a journey of exploration for the first time on a bike. The objective is to explore and record your adventure through meeting new people and using different tools at your disposal. It made me think of what's a game you played before Lake or something like that. It might be in the same genre, I think. Well, like I think it could be like more involved in the story. Like the story might be beautiful, you know. So That's
Yeah, it
quite
looks like very
interesting.
story driven. I'm not sure, what the energy is behind all of these games, but I'm sure they're all like, works of art, people's own personal stories that they like to, tell on this sort of platform. But I will say one thing about this. Every letter is a letter to the future. That's just a stupid thing, all right? If you write a letter and you put it in the mail, automatically, whenever you get it, it's in the future from when you wrote that letter. So every letter is a letter to the future. Come on, people. Come on.
That's funny. All right, the next one here we have a SpongeBob. I
Letter to
don't know
the
if you're a fan
future.
of the SpongeBob series, but there is uh,
SpongeBob, who lives in a valley
so
under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants,
SpongeBob
the
SquarePants.
Cosmic Shake. So another new release to Steam as well as Epic.
Allow me to
SpongeBob
introduce
SquarePants,
myself.
the
My name is
Cosmic
Madame
Shake.
Cassandra, purveyor of
Right.
long-lost treasures of the seven seas. For those
I'll
drops
lower the
drops you in the adventures of SpongeBob and Patrick after they
Yes.
were given the tears of a mermaid that would grant them wishes. Travel to 7 district worlds as you unlock new skills and dress up in unique costumes as you explore the world. SpongeBob.
That is funny.
I mean, it's a very big IP for them
Yeah.
to get. I mean, there's a lot of, mix around this, and having this available on the TV, for instance, is a great option for people to be able to stream for their kids.
Yeah.
I think.
Is it a kid's game? Because, I don't know. I feel like SpongeBob was very popular when I was a bit more younger than this, but I don't know. I never got into it, but that's pretty good that's out there.
CMG, Chariot Man Gaming. What up, what up? Hope all is well, dude. This is definitely a kid's sort of 3D platforming game.
Yeah.
We see that a lot coming from the SpongeBob IP. We saw that on one of their Stadia games. I think it was Bikini Bottom or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Quite interesting, that's for sure. All right, moving to the next one. This one, I'm actually quite interested into it. Deliver Us Mars. So fresh to Steam as well as Epic. Deliver Us Mars was created by the same developer of Deliver Us the Moon. Set 10 years after the first game, you play as Katie Johnson, who is part of an expedition to Mars after getting a mysterious distress call from the planet. Solve puzzle and traverse the map as you figure out what happened on Mars. Yeah. So Elon Musk probably was involved in that. That's maybe why. I don't know. They send them to Mars. But quite interesting. It make me think a lot of Deliver Us the Moon. I think you played that on Stadia, right?
Right. Yeah. I believe this is the next one in the saga the series here. It's purely puzzle based. You're in a first person perspective for a lot of the game, from what I believe. I think it would be great for VR, to be honest. It was a little slow for me, who's more of an action adventure type of gamer. However, it is an incredibly beautiful game if you're able to throw it on the ultimate tier.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's one of the games fall in the same line as what's the other game that you have it's story driven? What Purple Ace was playing just before the show? I just running a blank. It made me think of the same type of game where you do activity and it's very story driven, have beautiful graphics. So
yeah,
it's great. Right, and next we're gonna go for the next one. Do you want to read this one?
All right. We're getting into Parish. Play by yourself or with a couple of your friends in Parish, another newly released title on Steam and Epic Games. Start with just a broken sword. Really, your sword is broken. It is not fully there. And your job is to survive the hordes of enemies that come at you as you explore the underground and as you gain new gear and take on bosses that stand in your way. This looks to be a dungeon crawler, obviously upgrading, very intense looking settings, maybe a more mature type of game title. Great experience for people who love that type of leveling up, horde battling. Maybe you'd want to get that broken sword fixed at one point on your playthrough. Yeah,
Maybe become a great sword, an amazing sword, or something like that. Well, quite interesting.
or maybe if you're Nads, you turn that sword into a bow and arrow.
Yeah, that would be my style. Make me think a little bit like Serious Sam. Remember that game? Like it's still like available there. You just go around shoot things, but in that case you got like sword and guns, I guess. So
Yeah.
quite interesting. Let's move on to the next one. All right. So Spellforce Conquest of EO. A strategy RPG by THQ Nordic. Spellforce Conquest of EO challenge you to be the most powerful wizard after taking up the mantle from your master and heir to his mysterious tower. Learn powerful spell, recruit new heroes to fight for you, all the while figuring out where to go next to expand your domain. So, RPG, I gotta love that.
And Seven says he thought of me in the game Parish. Yeah, I do like that sort of aspect of getting your gear leveling up. That sort of challenge, taking on hordes, and I'm sure it'll be great. Maybe you could be one of the 3 other friends. We'll have to check it out. And until then, Spellforce Conquest of EO.
Quite interesting game. I don't know. They don't really show much of the game.
No, that wasn't
But,
a lot of gameplay at all.
It's an RPG. Oh, there you go.
What up, Lo-Fi?
It's RPG, but make me think a lot of RTS or like, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a big RTS game. Big. Oh, look at that big orc. Yeah, it's like Civilization.
Yeah,
gather your
I feel like that.
resources. Yeah, that's where we're going with this.
Interesting. There you go. If you're a fan of this, there it is.
There it is. It's a PC game, so it doesn't look like it's actually coming out anywhere else. So access to this really is big on GFN.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then we have moving on over to Steam exclusive games. So this is this Raiden 4?
Yes.
And Mikado Remix. Currently 10% and fresh to Steam. Raiden and Mikado Remix brings back a classic arcade spaceship shooter with new music and modes. Pilot your ship through waves of enemies as you dodge constant bullets being shot at you. Take on bosses with power-ups to gain the advantage.
That's fine. I think that would be a game that you can play on your phone too with touchscreen. That would be a game I would be playing. I remember those games a lot when I was a kid. That was quite popular. Looked like you have the red and blue jet, so you can play 2-player.
Real intense, the music, it's always pumping you up. It's actually on PS5 as well. But those kind of arcade shooters were always very big in the boxed sets.
Yeah,
people love to throw their quarters into that.
Oh my god, yeah, I play so much of that. And then like when I used to play, go to the arcade, right? I don't know if arcade is still a popular thing, but yeah, anyway, it's there.
Bliss remembers those times. Galaga was amazing back in the day. I don't know what Galaga is, but I mean I've heard of it.
Oh, that's funny. All right, moving on to the next one. So here we got Super Fuse. currently on your early access. Superfuse is a hack and slash action RPG that has you customize one of 3 character classes to fit your play style. Play solo or with friends as you travel the universe, taking a wave of enemy and challenges thrown at you. As you play, learn about the lore behind the alien menace. So there you go. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's the top down can sort of bring you away a little bit, but a lot of variety in powers I'm seeing. Obviously, co-op with your friends is really engaging and enticing to bring you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it just doesn't feel like Marvel Avengers,
This
but
one made me think of Diablo type of game, you know? And
it
then
could
like
be,
has
yeah,
the design of Borderland, like the drawing and the
yeah, the
style.
cell shaded, the drawing, yeah, too easy. Yeah,
Pretty nice.
we'll have to check this out when it comes. For me, it would be like if it came free to an Epic situation. It'd be hard for
Yeah.
me to like say, "Hey, I'm gonna be all in on this one" because I got so much on my plate now. But
Mhm.
they just keep adding and adding to their library. It's crazy.
Exactly. We just have so many games now available. And like myself, I play a lot of Destiny too, so that's my issue. But I would like to see like a lot of those games being able to play on your phone with the touch screen availability, so it's pretty good. I kind of find that very interesting.
All right, let's get into this last GFN clip here.
The last one, well, it's a
Is
known game.
is Immortal Phoenix Rising. So everyone's seen this bad boy before. However, we are getting it to Steam, which means a GeForce Now. It's definitely one of the bigger titles on this list. You play as Phoenix, a champion of the gods, and summoned to stop dark curse that has threatened Olympus. Battle mythological creatures like the Cyclops and Medusa as you gain unique skills to help you in your quest to solve ancient puzzles and traverse the open and vast world. So, this game is obviously no stranger to those on Stadia, as when it released, there was actually a unique DLC island just for Stadians. And it was a big hit, a big push behind it. However, we did not, I think, see or meet Google's expectations when it came to sales. And we may have seen the downfall kind of after this game. Uh, but yeah, I still think it's a great game. It reminds me a lot of their answer for Breath of the Wild. You go around solving these big open world puzzles. There's a lot of dungeons you go into, which sort of act as those. What are those things called in Breath of the Wild? Those tombs, you know,
Oh yeah, the shrine or something
the
like that.
shrines. The
Yeah.
shrines, yeah. The fighting is pretty cool. You have a wide variety of powers, swords, bows. Uh, yeah, I think they did a great job with this. The art style is a little goofy. The story is a little goofy. It doesn't take itself serious at all. Did
I
you play a
remember
lot of this game?
I play because it was available as a demo on Stadia when it came out, and you
Right.
could play it. And I play a little bit of it, and I was like, "Yeah, this is like a fun game. I really like it." But I didn't get into it enough to say like I'll buy it fully. But I think if I'll get like the Ubisoft Plus, I will like definitely get it, right? So
Yeah.
pretty interesting, that's for sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
Well, that is our GFN news for the week. Be sure to catch us weekly for more GFN updates because you know where to get the GFN goods, and that's right here at Cloud&Console.
One thing we can mention about GFN, they turned 3 years old like this week, like this weekend, right? On
Yeah.
Saturday. So pretty cool. They've been existing for 3 years already, and yeah, they surpassed Stadia already.
Yes, and Simpleton says, I started Phoenix on Luna. I think I'll try it on GFN, though It'll look beautiful. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So GFN
Exactly.
hit a milestone, and they actually published a lot of their numbers here, which makes me think, they're kind of in it for the long haul when you publish numbers. But we have 700 million plus hours streamed, 50 plus titles streaming with ray tracing on, and over 1,500 games on GeForce Now after 3 years. Wow. Imagine Stadia had this after
Yeah.
3 years. 50 titles streaming with ray tracing, 100 like, this is kind of what we expected from Google and never got, in a way.
Exactly.
You have to admit.
So they have everything. They up to 15,
There's
sorry,
so many games.
1,526 games. So
Yeah.
a lot of game in there. I'm like, what the hell is that? 428 GPU.
Great performance. So touch controls, mobile, cloud gaming computers now with their 400 series. So a lot of awesome stuff coming on GFN.
The
However,
400 series is amazing. Like,
yeah,
we get like
Let's-
good quality of gaming with the 480 on Ultimate, so pretty good.
let's jump into a little bit of xCloud Xbox news. I just have one thing I wanted to touch on for you people interested and want up to date on what's happening with your Game Pass subscription. You can get access as of February 2nd, Groundhog Day. That Gopher came up and apparently saw his shadow. So we're going to get winter for a little bit longer here in Canada. We have cloud accessibility to only one game here, Grid Legends. That's a solo cloud release. And then we have Cloud&Console and PC release for Darkest of Dungeons. So 2 games available as of February 2nd. Be sure to check those out if you are a Game Pass user. So Grid Legends obviously being a racing game, and Darkest Dungeon being a dungeon crawler.
Awesome.
Thought I'd bring you that Xbox update, as well as the PlayStation Plus update. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
The beta experience on the PS5 Discord integration has been fantastic. I just got a code trial from Dr. Spaceman. So I really appreciate him, sharing that with me. Also, Dorgon did try to share his code with me. However, he's in the UK, so it was geo-locked to that region. I'm actually glad I worked with Dr. Spaceman because I believe he's American. So I'm happy that worked out. I can now go on my phone, so it's a little bit complicated. I go into the party I want on Discord, and then from my phone I hit transfer to PlayStation, and then it brings it over to my PlayStation mic. But I love the ability to be able to do that. It's been fantastic so far. I've been using it all day. Yeah, I can't wait for them to make it even better. I've experienced no issues with it. So pretty cool.
Nice.
It should be coming to everybody in March if you haven't seen it as yet, or put out a tweet asking if anyone's got an extra beta code.
How do you get the beta code exactly?
I did register. So there's a website. If you type PlayStation Plus beta code or beta series, you can register for their sort of program there. So that was nice because I hadn't heard back from PlayStation. So that's the other recommendation I have is tweet it out. Maybe somebody will
tweet it out. Keep asking. Yeah, because Bliss, that would be awesome if you could do that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for Bliss as well. See if there's an extra code.
No, it's pretty cool. I'm happy they have that finally because I think like Xbox had that. But like you're saying, like the confusion with the complication with like transferring the code from your phone to the PlayStation. That was something that was happening when Xbox had it as a beta, right?
So I learned talking to other Xbox people, it works in the exact same way.
Oh, okay.
For
So
Xbox now.
Yeah, so when the beta is gonna be done, it's gonna be implemented into the console, then maybe the code thing's not gonna be happening anymore. You just log in basically. So
Could be not. I think because Xbox still keeps it this transfer from the phone situation, so they may just keep it this way.
oh, okay.
Just because this is how it works easy. I'm not sure. Only time will tell. But I'm
Exactly.
happy I have something.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome.
Quick update for your February monthly games coming to PlayStation Plus. If you are a member, you can look out for Mafia Definitive Edition, Ollie World, which I personally will be definitely looking forward to. First of all, I want to say this is a great February lineup. You have 3 PS5 games. Evil Dead, the game, which is hugely popular. And then you have the Beyond Light DLC. So anybody who's on PlayStation, you get Stasis
For free.
for free. PlayStation finally pays off $3.6 billion, and they give you Stasis. So pretty cool. But Ollie World is actually, I'm looking forward to that. I want to try, it's you get on these roller skates and you have guns, I believe. I think that's what it is. I may be confused on which game this is, but
that is funny. Awesome.
that's what's coming up for PlayStation this week. So if you're into the PlayStation world, be sure to keep your eyes out for that stuff. Now, I have 2 stories I wanted to get into here. We have a world's first here. The Grammys are held tonight, I believe, or it was yesterday. One of the days. That says February 6th, which is tomorrow. Anyways, it was this weekend, we'll say. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC soundtrack wins the Grammy Award.
That's crazy.
The first ever video game soundtrack. Did Ubisoft buy it? I don't know.
They pay the Grammys so they can win.
Yeah. We have some nominations as well. So Kirby was nominated. We have Civilization 4 was also nominated. And then we have Dawn of Ragnarok, who ended up taking home the award there.
That's great.
Call of Duty Vanguard was also Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy. So sorry, these were the nominations here. Aliens Fire Team, and then Old World Christopher Tin Composer. So, but here we have the winner right here.
That's
and
awesome.
Let's see if I can get this going. Just a little sample of what won here. I don't want to get us banned.
I don't hear the sound.
You don't hear sound?
No, it's not coming through.
Okay, it may not.
It may not work.
That's fine. That's fine. If you want to check it out, be sure to check out the video just to give it a little bit of appreciation and feel. It's a real ethereal sound. Hey, Mr. Jeff Janak. Welcome. Good evening, former Stadians. Thank you for your good evening. Yes, we are now GFNers and PS5ers. Well, I'm a PS5er.
I'm more a steamer. A GFN steamer.
Real great to see the awards ceremony sort of honor this industry. Obviously, I think there's a monster amount of money going behind games these days, and that's why we see them on such platforms such as the Grammys. And I think we may see it pop up in the Oscars next. I said it before, I think really early on in these podcasts, that it's only a matter of time before we see games in the Oscars, and I think this is a little bit of a nod to us seeing them there.
Well, you know what it is, right? That we like actors now are playing in video games. So like they do act, they have the sensor and stuff like that, and just record that and put it in the video game. So it's similar to like actor that did like CGI acting. You know, they wear the green suit or whatever. You know, what's the famous actor that I don't remember his name, that did Gollum, that did the bad guy in Marvel Avengers. Oh, man, I'm bad with name, but anyway, this guy did like all the CGI, like you know, acting and stuff like that, and that's how like he became like very famous for, right? And he got nominated for that. So I can see people from video game, like actor from video game, being nominated for that. So I
Yeah, and I
totally see
mean,
that.
we have crossover as well. We have, Trinity from The Matrix. She was in Horizon Forbidden West 2. We have actors. I think PlayStation 5 is very good about this. For instance, Ghost of Tsushima, I was playing. Patrick Gallagher, who received a BAFTA award for his performance in the supporting role. So he actually is receiving awards for Ghost of Tsushima. It's starting to happen, and I think it'll be only a matter of time before we see it creep into the Oscars. I mean,
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption, such a great performance. The beginning of Last of Us now turned into an HBO show.
Yeah,
God of
exactly.
War, oh my gosh, the tears, the emotions. And
That's
you know
crazy.
what? I honestly, I feel like PlayStation 5 is driving the emotions and the cinematic experiences, because I feel like the story of Halo fell short. And after that, Hi-Fi Rush is almost like a kid's anime you're watching and playing through. There's no like heavy emotions. I don't think Redfall is going to bring you in with that heavy hitting experience.
That's what I feel too. I feel like Sony did like so much a good job like releasing video game with like beautiful story, beautiful graphic, very immersive. I think you've seen this like way before too, like before they released any of the game on PlayStation 1 and 2, like when they came out, like even like you look at the affiliation they had with Square Enix to get like all the Final Fantasy. They're all heavy driven towards the storyline, and now like with the technology, they can make so much like beautiful. It's like a movie basically, right? So yes, Andy Serkis, that's he made Gollum and he made Planet of the Apes. He's in the Batman also. Star Wars. He did like a lot of like a lot of acting, but like we don't really see his face because he's covered with sensor and he's like doing a CGI character basically, right? So quite interesting.
Yeah, and that's how I see it.
Yeah.
My next story is I think going to change the world here. I keep bugging my wife about this, but I believe AI is going to greatly change things for the future. So this is Puck right here.
Okay.
This is an automated game designer. This means it uses AI to design, play, and think about games. Puck can invent new game ideas, play test them, and try them out and evaluate them using things it's been told to design.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, are we gonna have like those developers gonna start losing their job now?
It's pretty scary. If you look onto YouTube and you see people using Puck, and you can download it free, Puck Games. Be sure to check it out if you're interested in it. People are just typing in, I want a farmer. I want him to do this, this, and this. It's incredibly fascinating how fast AI is taking over a lot of things. And this is going to be game changing. I think, for instance, you know how much like coders and designers are working on like modeling floors and grass and textures and all this. What if you just automated all of that? Yeah, automate all this grass as real as you can. Boom, 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 boom. Like,
And that's the thing, right? As a like when developer, I develop a game, and like you said, they're making the area. There's a lot of copy paste, right? If you play Skyrim or Bethesda game, you go in an area, they copy and paste a lot of the area and just like combine them together. And then that's maybe something they can avoid. Maybe the AI is going to generate it all brand new and just like faster, right? So I can see that being used, but I don't think developers going to go away completely. I think they're still going to be monitoring that, making sure that the AI did a good job. I know like AI, the machine learns, so they're going to know they did a good job. But at the same time, this is crazy. You know, the play testing portion. I think that would be very favorable on game like live service like Destiny 2. Like they released the upfix and it was bugged, you know. So like maybe they can just have the AI running through it in like freaking no time and verify, yeah, it's ready to be the patch is ready to be out. It's not gonna affect anything. So you know, that's crazy. I'm quite interested about that. I'm probably gonna be checking it out and see if yeah, what happened? Maybe I can create a game just by saying I want this, and that, and just populate.
I know it really throws your head on like what is possible. So this game was made using that program.
Oh, there we go.
And what you can see, they have these things. They just type them in. It's really unique. So edit, title, description, blue sky, simple background. They just type in elements, and then things are produced. Enemy, then you download it and make it 2D game colorful. It's great. See how he's just like building it? I'm sure there's even easier steps to it too, but it's just fascinating how
That's
you know,
funny.
here's somebody very simple just showing how they're building a game using AI.
Wow, that's crazy. It's just
Yeah.
like basically typing what you want and it's gonna create it for you.
And this is just one AI website that I found. Who knows if there's one that you can even get in a browser. This one you gotta sort of download on itch.io. But oh my gosh, I think we're gonna start to see sort of a revolution here. Miyazaki would be pissed, says Bliss. Man, I'm just gonna type in Elden Ring into AI. I'll just type Elden Ring 2 into AI, and I'll get Elden
You
Ring 2
create-
myself.
Exactly.
That's how I'll get Elden Ring 2.
Well, that'd be funny. You type in like game that already exists and see what the AI come up with. You know, if
Imagine
they-
you're
maybe
like,
similar.
I'd like to see what Destiny 4 would look like.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I did bring this up to It's Just Joe. Actually, I said, would it be quicker to instead of modeling all of those textures, just sort of implement AI and sort of run that on it? However, I don't think he was sure on how it would work. But I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to check it out. There's a lot of different things AI is doing these days. They are showing up in court and being lawyers. They're doing, yeah. There's an AI lawyer. There's an AI lawyer you can get and have as your legal counsel. Things are changing, and I think 2023 is going to be a big change for sure in where we take AI to the future.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
But we'll keep you
Awesome.
updated all along. Now, let's get to the tail end of our show where we go over some clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you have any other news you'd like to jump into that I've skipped over.
No, I think I covered pretty much the news that I had there. Yeah.
And
That's
yeah,
pretty much it.
hopefully over the next little bit, it'd be fun to try to make a little game and see what happens using this and seeing what AI technology has got. So look forward to trying it out and just messing around,
Exactly.
So let's get into games and clips. So starting off, I have some screenshots.
Yeah, go for it. More victory gets screenshot.
Yeah, so every Friday we get together as a community, and we're all playing Among Us and just having a huge blast, hanging out. I was the pink taco, and this obviously is a screen where I murdered everybody and got away with it. So incredibly happy with that victory. I always like to take a screenshot when I get one of those W's in.
That's funny. Awesome.
And then this one quickly was incredibly hard fought to get this achievement. Oh my goodness, to beat this boss is just insane. And then
what's the game that this one you showed?
This is Returnal. So
Returnal, yeah.
I couldn't get the video. So does this go bigger screen?
Yeah, it's full screen right now.
Can you hear it?
No, I cannot hear the sound.
Okay.
But that's the boss you defeated, right?
But check this out. Right at the end of health, I have barely any health left.
Where's your health showing exactly? Bottom left. And then okay. That's awesome.
And I won. Oh my god, I was screaming in my house when this happened. It was just absolutely so difficult. I had grinded all day to get to that boss and finally win. Very tough. Very proud of that win. If you played Returnal, you'll know. Look at this. So the buff that I have on me, it says suffer damage when collecting items. The whole point of the game is to collect items everywhere. And like you just the consequences to picking up things are so harsh sometimes.
That's funny.
It can be brutal.
So in that game, I think you said that game make you feel like playing Risk of Rain, right?
Yeah, it's real like Risk of Rain-esque with the random generation, the fighting these giant monsters. Don't wake up your neighbors, Rudigs, like me all the time. Well, I screamed at a decent hour. I believe I played that at like 4, so it wasn't too loud.
Well, Bliss is get wake up by his neighbor because they're banging, right? So
yeah.
That's funny. All right, do you have a clip you want to show there? I think
I'll so what happened on
the clip? Yeah.
What happened on Obi Rose's Monday Night Fight Club? There was a beatdown for sure. So first, this is Lion. If you're familiar with his content, excellent content creator, be sure to check him out. Took me on 1v1. I took him down. Then we had a fight with Obi Rose Kenobi, the leader of his own show, on his Monday Night Fights. I jumped in. Newbie. This is what happened, people.
I'm guessing one, right?
I am the winner. Yes.
That's awesome.
I defeated him on his Monday Night Fight shows. Came in there. That was my last character. And I had taken out his other characters. I was just like, going crazy. Oh my gosh. I was like, Vegeta for the win. Oh. I can't believe I came out with the win on his show.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If you're into fight nights, it's on PS Cloud. Very easy to get into. A lot of fun. If you're around Mondays at 5, be sure to check out Obi Rose Kenobi. A lot of fun. And my last clip will show some Action Jackson. So this is a really cool feature in Ghost of Tsushima. Whenever you come up to a group of enemies, there's a standoff feature. And you fight one-on-one with a sword, and it's sort of like a one-button action. And I unlocked quickly to do the 3 kills on the standoff, and you'll see how cool this looks.
All right. That is nice.
Oh, it's just like, what's this gonna do?
He just cut them all up.
Let's go!
That's
It's a lot
funny.
of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Wow.
So
That's-
Bliss, you'll find this interesting. So, a tip for me when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, if you're playing Ghost of Tsushima Bliss, change the control schemes to melee alternative. This will allow R1 to be your attack and L1 to be your block. And if you're familiar with Souls games, you will know exactly why this feels natural.
Yeah, if you're used to that, but like the issue with his controller is that his button doesn't work, right? So
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I can jump into my clips. So I got 2
Yes, clip it up.
Destiny 2 clips. The first one, they both about Crucible. The first one I was playing Scorch, and it's just a fun game type. I think like every time I play this thing, but it's like so hard to get like a lot of kills. But this one like just show like my success, right?
Shut the enemy down.
Damn.
Yeah, I got
Nice.
the kill there. The second kill, I was like right on him, so that's pretty good. Like, there's some people like play that game and they're so good. They just like know when you're gonna traverse and when to like, shoot the rocket at the right area. It's crazy. I played a few games of that and pretty amazing. A lot of fun. And the second one is like a Crucible. I play as a warlock and just show all you know, what's the orb. When you put your rift down, you got that child as a void. You know what I'm talking about?
Child. I think it's called Child of Void. I don't know. Whisper of a child or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, you put a rift down. You got that orb that's gonna go towards the enemy that you shoot at. Child of the Old God. There you go. Thanks to this. And now it is useful in PvP. Let's have a look.
That shut them down. Double down.
So yes, I killed the guy after he killed me with this, and it's just like killed it. He's running away now. It just died from it. It was just doing damage over time. So pretty amazing. I think there was another guy too in that place, and I got killed. I got a double kill, but I don't know where's the other one. But anyway, quite funny. A lot of fun playing Destiny and then just having some good play like this. So awesome. But that was pretty much it. Other than that, I play a lot of Iron Banner. We had some good moments, but sadly on GeForce Now right now, if you play on the 4080, you cannot record anything. I don't know if it's a feature they're gonna update later or something like that, but hopefully maybe I can use something else to record then. So
Yeah.
we'll have a look. Yeah.
Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us on this podcast this evening, on this Sunday evening. It means the world to us that all of you have stayed, and we are beyond appreciative of all of you. So, game over, players. Thanks for tuning in to Cloud&Console this week. Don't forget to level up and come back for more next time. Happy gaming, and may the odds be in your favor. Bliss, do you have anything to... Nads. I see Bliss's name on the chat coming up. GG, guys. Nads, do you have anything to add to the audience before we head out?
Just stay watch for our gameplay. We're gonna play again on Tuesday, but next weekend we might not gonna be doing our podcast. We're gonna skip a weekend and see you the next one. So
yeah, in the meantime, you can catch us on Community Play Night. Will be Tuesday, so you can find us, jump into our Discord, and get coordinated on those community events. Otherwise, you can catch Rudigs on The Last of Us Monday at 10 p.m. And from there, be sure to jump into the CGTV Discord. I posted that in the chat as well. If you want to keep up with a whole group of content creators, we're collaborating together. We're making awesome content. So be sure to jump in there and be a part of everything that's going on. There is a mental health awareness huge event going on at the end of February, hosted by Bjorn. So be sure to stay tuned, stay updated on everything happening there. I believe there's over like 50 giveaways, something like that. It's absolutely huge event.
nice.
All that and more, and stay tuned to social when the next time you'll see Cloud&Console, because I will be in Hawaii.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll be getting back later this month, and we'll be needing to coordinate on our 73rd episode.
Yes, definitely.
Until then, we want to thank all of you audience members. Thank you for coming out. Thank you everyone who catches us on the VOD. And to thank you, we put you in the credits. And if you're not in the credits, give me a shout and we'll get you in there. Take care. Have a good night.
Take care. See ya.
Do I even need to? I die with the season leaves. I glide with the season breeze. True, my mind so easily spooked. I ride just to be the me who finds hype super decently smooth. Nice type, but as sick as